The learning model of a language center in pandemic times, a work of Vítor Gonçalves and Cláudia Mendes from the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança in Portugal. The World Health Organization declared in March 2020 the situation caused by the COVID-19 virus as a pandemic. Organizations in general and educational institutions in particular had to adapt their organization and functioning to this new reality. The Language Center of IPB has no exception and had to move from a plan completely dependent from the face-to-face model to a completely online model. Despite the initial panic among the trainers at the language center, this process had to be shifted. Required online training for trainers to develop an online training model suitable for teaching Portuguese or foreign language and involved adapting the educational relationship between trainees and trainers from the virtual world. It was a real challenge. The trainers and the trainees of the Language Center had to reinvent themselves and build on an online training model suited to the process of teaching and learning Portuguese or foreign language, overcoming the constraints that these times have caused. To this end, three main training sessions were provided. Colibri Zoom video conference, first steps, methodologies for online training sessions and associated technologies, and finally, tools to create online activities and quizzes. In this perspective, this presentation addresses the process that a language center of a Polytechnic Institute in Portugal developed to react to the adversities it had to face in the context of the pandemic situation. So, methodologically, this work corresponds to a case study. We can assume that this case study corresponds to an exploratory study, since its main purpose is to define the questions or hypotheses for possible further research. This presentation reports a case study that corresponds to the challenge undertaken by the Language Center of a Polytechnic Institute in Portugal in the academic year 2020-2021, with a view to reacting to the adversities it had to face during the pandemic situation that took place this last school year. A case study allows you to obtain information from multiple data sources. The main information collection instruments used were the questionnaire, individual interviews and focus group, and other records that information and communication technologies allow us to obtain during the training sessions. In this sense, to understand the effects of both the training process for trainers that was carried out and the initial follow-up and particular technical support, a questionnaire a questionnaire survey and interviews were carried out with the 5 trainers of the Language Center in July 2021, with a view to evaluating the impact of this initiative in the educational context of this training center. Through the questionnaire available in this link in this slide, the perception of the knowledge, attitudes, and personal and professional skills of each trainer was collected and analyzed. Individual interviews were complemented with a focus group organized by the Language Center management. In terms of characterization of the respondents, we can mention that of the 5 trainers at the Language Center, only 1 is male. 4 have a bachelor degree, and 1 of them has a master degree. 2 trainers teach English and Portuguese to foreigners. The rest, 1 teaches French, another 1 teaches German, and the other 1 teaches English. If we look to the analysis and presentation of results, before the pandemic, 3 trainers considered their level of use of information and communication technologies to be sufficient, while 2 of them consider it to be good. As for their level of use applications to create morals, like Padlet, only 1 considered it to be good, 2 considered it sufficient, and the rest insufficient. The level of use video conference systems like Zoom, the level of use of e-learning systems like Moodle, and the use of platforms or e-learning systems like Moodle, Google Classroom, or Teams was good for 2 trainers, but mainly outside the training context. The level of use of game-based evaluation platforms like Kahoot or Socrative, the level of use of screen record platforms, Screencast-O-Matic or Loom, and the level of use of other applications, specific educational or other generic educational applications, was sufficient for 2 of them, and for the rest it was even at lower level. During the pandemic and after training, the level of use of information and communication technologies, the level of use of applications to create murals, and the level of use of video conferencing systems, the level of use of e-learning platforms or systems like Sakai, Google Classroom, the level of use of game-based assessment platforms like Kahoot, Socrative, the level of use of screen record platforms like Screencast-O-Matic or Loom, the level of use of other specific educational applications and other generic educational applications rose a point or even 2 in the response options of all questions or issues when compared to the same issues before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, it was asked what level of use of pedagogical methodologies in the training actions the trainer took. Must admit that her classes were essential expository, often one trainer and much often two trainers. But it appears that these values increase even more during the pandemic. During the interviews and the focus group, it was realized that the lack of confidence in the use of active methodologies and through the online model and the lack of time flexibility in the training process to implement other digital strategies and technologies could be at the heart of the excess of expository classes. Most do not recognize changes regarding lectures integrated with exercises and or individual and group activities. The flipped classroom was used more often by three trainers. In terms of project-based learning, only one of the trainees admits that there has been an increase in the use of this methodological strategy. As for problem-based learning, no significant improvement was noted. Questions-based learning was admitted for improvement by two trainers. However, individual interviews were helpful to identifying moments of use of active methodologies superior to those identified in the questionnaire. Before the pandemic, the level of use of digital tools or technologies in the training actions he took has as follows. Educast for publishing video class had never been used. The Colibri Zoom was never used by 4 of the 5 trainers. Skype, Messenger, Google Meet, and YouTube, or Google Tools, and even Padlet, or similar Microsoft Office tools, were used a few times by 3 of the teachers. While social networks, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, were used quite often by 3, despite the fact that in the interviews they were used essential at the level of personal interaction for possible brief clarifications and not very used like a tool in the learning process. Platforms such Sakai, Moodle, or others were rarely used only to trainers, or sometimes can be used by 2 trainers. Obviously, email before and during the pandemic continued to be the most used services. During the pandemic and after the training, we can mention that there was a considerable increase in the values referred to many times or always. It should be noted that the Colibri Zoom video conference is now always used by all trainers. During the pandemic, most respondents reports that the use of digital tools in the training actions they told contributes to improve learning, contribute to improve teaching, contribute to improve communication between he or she and the trainees, contribute to improve communication between the trainees, contribute to better manage time, and contribute to better manage activities. Also, during the pandemic, the level of use of assessment alternatives that stood out was online tests with supervision and oral exams by video conference. Through there was an attempt to adopt more projects and practical work. Finally, it is important to mention two of the most representative comments. The first one highlights the active methodologies and the digital technologies used. The second comment highlights the role of the digital technologies nowadays. As a conclusion, we can say the COVID-19 pandemic forced us to change our way of being, communicating, and learning. From the face-to-face classroom, teachers and students were forced to move to the virtual classroom. Despite the contrasts, society found ways to reinvent itself using digital multimedia communications network. In this case, we try to understand how this whole process occurred within the language center of a polytechnic institute in the northern Portugal. To this end, through a questionnaire, the perception of the personal and professional knowledge of each trainer was acquired, as well as some of the main problems: how to operate with platforms like Colibri Zoom, how to adapt teaching and processes for a distance model, and how and which tools can support distance teaching and learning process. Although the overly expository class by Colibri Zoom video conference still represents high values, and evolution is highlighted by privileging the use of new active methodologies and associated technologies, such as inverted class, gamification, project-based learning, and problem-based learning or question-based learning. The battle between humanity and the coronavirus has digital technologies allies that the Spanish flu did not have. We hope that the apparent evolution towards knowledge and skills in the use of digital technologies can be a positive aspect driven by this pandemic. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, it will welcome.